XRP's final wave is almost completed, and we're talking about this corrective wave that brought XRP back down here once again, approaching $2. We're about to finish off this move and start moving higher. Now, we're also going to show you that we have more banks partnering up with Ripple. Flipping the switch in South Korea was the most recent announcement. We have 3.1 million RLUSD being minted at that RLUSD treasury. So the institutional flows are starting to move. We're starting to track them. RLUSD growing. XRP total value lockup growing. XRP memes. I've been making a few of those plays, not going to lie. Not going to talk about that in this episode, but we are going to take a quick glance here at the economic data as we get started as well. And of course, new Trump tariffs. So full update here for you guys on this Thursday, February 27th, 2025 update. Hope you're doing well out there. Hope you're staying safe. And hopefully you've stayed liquid because XRP is about to move higher with the rest of the market too. Bitcoin printing a green daily candle here today, 85,530. Yesterday's low still held at 82,200, 300, give or take, right in there. Now we're going to skip down to XRP, and you see that XRP is holding this 220 level pretty well. We traded most of the day here yesterday at this level, and so XRP kind of consolidating here in this range. And once again, we're waiting for the upside potential on XRP all the way up 7 to 11. 7 to 10.5, 7 to 11, right around there is where we're looking for XRP to go in a very short order. Now, sliding over to the economic data, you can see here initial jobless claims came in higher than expected, a 3-month high with more layoffs being expected. So this economy started to take the hit from that. Okay. The second reading of GDP for Q4 came in at 2.3%. So the story that they're running with is that we handed off a great economy, low unemployment, low inflation. Everything was great that we handed off to you, Mr. President Trump. What's the problem, right? But we've been decoding this data, and we know that it's not quite as pretty of a picture that they've painted in reality. One final data point that I wanted to show you guys, pending home sales also down negative 4.9%. And so real estate lagging, the real economy lagging, and now the additional pressure of the tariffs being added on as well. A lot of confusion here with the tariffs, been kind of mixed signals being sent. Apparently, there are some tariffs that are going to go in place. Trump clarifying this today, that the Mexico and Canada tariffs, there's a portion of them. There is going to be something that goes live on March 4th, but then the reciprocal tariff date remains in full force for April. So we're going to give you a little something on March 4th, a little bit more on April 2nd. Now, I've still been calling Trump's bluff on this. I think that he's just negotiating. This is how he works, master of the art of the deal. And so I'm still hesitant to see him actually go all the way through with this, but it's not stopping him from going forward with the tariffs on European Union, not the Euro, the European Union of 25%. And now we also get the confirmation an additional 10% tariff going in on China. And I don't know if that was on March 4th or April 2nd. So the market seeing this come in today and not really reacting. This was, basically a little bit of added confusion yesterday from his first cabinet meeting. He made some comments on this and they talked about the April date. So then the market said, okay, are we getting it in March? Or are we getting it in April? And now he's kind of confirming you're going to get it in both. And so I still remain hesitant, but I want to make a point here real quick. This is what's important for everybody to understand. There's no reason to be bullish on American businesses that are bringing real value to the people and to the world. There's no reason to be bullish on or bearish on American companies and cryptocurrency, especially cryptos that are, working in America, heavily involved with President Trump. And I don't need to name those cryptos. You guys can see it for yourself. There's no reason. And in fact, when you speak with the suits, when you speak with the institutions, this is a completely different conversation that they're having versus the retail sentiment that's kind of been in the dumpsters this past month. Frank Chaparro, he is a crypto podcast host, and he says he went to a crypto happy hour event in Manhattan tonight. Easily the oldest crowd I've seen at a crypto gathering. Average age had to be 55 plus. That's a very important data point to recognize right there. Everyone was bullish on crypto. No one knew about meme coins. All focused on getting their family offices into Bitcoin and early stage crypto projects, complete antithesis of crypto Twitter. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, too, they're also stacking XRP. You know, everybody wants to talk about, oh, we got to get the family office needs to make an allocation towards Bitcoin. Everybody needs to make an allocation towards Bitcoin. I think that that's poor advice, personally, but to each their own. If you think that the Bitcoin play is going to work out for you, that's okay. I can tell you without a doubt that since the Trump election victory, we have absolutely smoked the gains from Bitcoin and Ethereum and the rest of the space for that matter. Just smoked the gains, not even close. 70% for Bitcoin on the Trump pump, 589% for XRP. It's just not even close. So the suits that are getting bad advice and are going to roll most of their allocation into Bitcoin, good luck, God bless. But the point that I'm trying to drive home here is that the suits, they don't even know. They're not even aware of all this meme coin degeneracy and the cabals and the crypto hack. You know, they're not worried about this because they're just going to go to BlackRock and buy the ETF. They're just going to go to an institutional depository receipt product, an ETF product. They just don't care. Cold wallet, hot wallet, they don't care. They don't care. And obviously, they're going to be moving with some big money. And we're going to talk about that institutional liquidity that's starting to ramp up here shortly. Quick note from Clinton Donnelly on the tax front. And I'm not a tax professional. I'm not giving you financial, tax, or legal advice, but this is what Clinton Donnelly says. Do not sign or send back the affidavit. The IRS has been sending out letter 6173. This is a standard notice stating that the IRS believes you may not have reported your cryptocurrency income correctly for certain years. They ask you to review your filings and sign an affidavit under penalty of perjury, confirming that your tax returns are accurate. As someone who defends taxpayers in U.S. tax court, I strongly advise against signing this document. Here's why. First off, the IRS is fishing for admissions. That's right. Signing the affidavit creates risks, and you are not legally obligated to sign or return this letter. If you have received letter 6173, I highly recommend speaking with a tax resolution professional before taking any action. I'm very interested to hear from you guys if anybody has received that letter. I know that many people are anxious to see what Trump does here with crypto taxes. I'm very anxious to see what happens here with the IRS. But in the meantime, and you saw what would be happening here if this had gone the other direction, where they would have taken this. They would have effectively killed this and limited our ability to self-custody and the whole 9 yards. You guys know where this would have gone. And this is why I was so frustrated listening to the subcommittee there in the Banking Senate Committee. They had their first ever, their digital assets subcommittee had their first hearing. And I was so frustrated because who are they bringing up? Swamp creatures like Timothy Masad who have no place in the current and ongoing conversations as far as moving crypto forward in DC, in America. No place. There is no reason for Timothy Masad to be testifying at the digital asset hearing today. He literally just said that we should hold off on a market structure bill for a few years. And I said, how about you get the F out of DC forever? How about that one for a suggestion? We shouldn't have market structure passed in a few years? How about you shouldn't be in DC at all? Because this is absurd to be saying that we shouldn't have market structure passed for a few years. No, the stablecoin bill should have already been passed. It never should have been partisan. And that's why all you guys are freaking out about the stablecoin bill, because you know it's key to expanding US dollar dominance and restoring and keeping US dollar dominance. You know we don't have a chance unless the stablecoins get passed. It's a national security threat that should have already been passed. But you got clowns like Timothy Masad in here, you know, mucking it up in DC. Oh, we got to protect this. We got to protect that. It's the same exact technology that the banks are using today. We're already using digital money. We're already doing digital payments. There is no difference. You have basically a choke point at the issuers, and then you have another point of compliance with the intermediaries. It's very simple. And when these other commodities are used freely, right? That's unregulated, right? If I go to my dealer, and it actually is regulated, but say I go to my precious metals dealer and I want to sell them back this. There's already rules and laws on the book for that. There is already rules and laws in place for digital dollars, We need to stop playing around and acting like this is, this big new technology. That's where the market structure bill comes in. The market structure bill addresses commodities, securities, the difference between the two, drawing the line on who's going to be the regulator in charge. And to me, that's also very straightforward. These assets in and of themselves are commodities. Can they be packaged up and sold as investment contracts? Yes. And that's when they come under the scrutiny of the SEC. In no other circumstances are they under the jurisdiction of the SEC. It's just that simple. This is not complicated. And they are risking America's supremacy with the dollar by stalling this out. And it's an absolute joke because we already have AML, KYC, BSA, all of that's in place, and it all is the same laws that would apply to an RLUSD, to a USDT, right? It's the same exact thing. The only thing that needs to be done is, reserve requirements, a few other things. This should have already been done. It's ridiculous. And Timothy Massad, he was the head of the CFTC under Obama. Need I say more? Yeah. Get out of our way, please. Thank you very much. We never need to see you in DC again. Your presence will not be missed. Thank you. Monica Long, president of Ripple, into the good stuff. South Korea is gearing up for a wave of institutional crypto adoption. Very excited for Ripple custody to plant another flag in APAC with BDAC South Korea for XRP and RLUSD. Now note that, Ripple's bank and institutional partners, they're partnering up but not using XRP. RLUSD is going to take away from XRP. Hold up, let's reread it. Ripple custody to plant another flag in APAC with BDAC South Korea for XRP and RLUSD. The importance for secure institutional grade custody technology can't be overstated, especially as enterprises prepare for an influx of crypto interest. The official press release getting put out here today. I'm going to slide over here and show you guys. This is the press release from Ripple. Note right here, BDACs will leverage Ripple custody to provide custody infrastructure services for XRP, RLUSD, and other crypto assets. This is why Ripple has an advantage. It's because they're not just trying to force XRP on their clients. XRP is an option. And you're seeing that their clients are choosing to integrate with XRP. And why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you choose to integrate with RLUSD? Why wouldn't you if was the group out of Brazil, the bank out of Brazil, the largest FX provider in Brazil, that decided to launch a stablecoin on the XRP ledger? Why wouldn't you? Right? You partner up with Ripple for custody, you partner up with Ripple for Ripple payments, and you can use XRP and on-demand liquidity flows. You can use it for treasury management. You could just hold it on your balance sheet as a reserve, and that's going to be the big one to watch and see who ends up treating XRP like a reserve currency on their balance sheet. That's what I'm most interested for. I see that the flows are coming, and that's going to pick up. But how much XRP are they going to have to work with for those liquidity flows if me, other Joe Blows are holding our little bags, and then these institutions start to hold even bigger bags? And speaking of bigger bags, we got 3.1 million RLUSD minted at the Treasury today. So they are flipping that switch. They are printing this one big time. I believe that we're over 100 million. This has to be taking us close to over 100 million if we aren't already over 100 million for the market cap on RLUSD. We talked about how this could easily go into the billions here in year one. We could easily see RLUSD go over 10 billion in market cap year one. And it should be noted too that that's still just a tenth of the size of Tether and some of these other stable coins. I'm not sure what the market caps of those are right now. The stablecoin market was over 150, 160 billion. And so RLUSD just playing catch up right now. We're still in the very early innings of this, but it's looking like this is beginning to accelerate. Now, something else is aligning, and that's going to be taking place tomorrow. Huge shout to Spencer XRP here. He says, I've got a feeling the Ripple and SEC case will be dropped on Friday. They've been dropping one case a day for about the last 5 days, and all 7 planets align on Friday, the 7th day. Just a reminder that Brad Garlinghouse has this tattoo. Things that make you go, okay. And that is the Brad Garlinghouse tattoo. Let me get you guys a full shot of it right there. Okay. So the planets align tomorrow. And I put out a tweet yesterday, and I just am throwing out a crazy conspiracy theory. It's nothing, solid. It's just a crazy idea. But apparently the flight log is supposed to be released today. And so I threw it out there. I said, what better way to cover up and hide and distract from XRP one last time if they release the flight log on the same day or the day before they settle up this Ripple versus SEC case? That would be the ultimate distraction from XRP one last time. And I know it's a stretch. I know it's crazy. I put out the tweet yesterday and I had an AI bot respond to me saying how, sometimes coincidences are just coincidences. And I took a picture of that. I put it out and I said, the AI bots believe in coincidences. I don't. But the bots do. Okay. But let me know what you guys think about that. We're going to get the flight log and we could potentially see this case drop at any moment now. How crazy would that be? But I've already planted my flag. This case will be done by April 16th. And that's why I'm about to show you the XRP final wave correction that we're doing right now. This is about to get very exciting. But speaking of the Brad Garlinghouse tattoo, we do have that available on our shop for you guys. So if you guys are looking to get the Brad Garlinghouse tattoo, we have it in the long sleeve, crew neck, hoodie, and the t-shirt. We also have it in gray and white. That's the graphite heather there. That's been a fan and a community favorite. So that's all linked up down below for you guys. Final point here of today's episode from Cassie Trades. As I titled this episode here, XRP update, final wave almost done. The pain is almost over. The breakdown we've been tracking is unfolding exactly as expected, with XRP now forming the final wave 5 of C down. We just completed subwave 4. I love all these terms. Final wave, subwave, wave 5 of C, ABC correction, up, down, fib, left, right, up, down. Are the planets aligning too? Yep, check. Everything's ready. We just completed subwave 4, meaning we are now in the last leg lower to finalize this correction, targeting the $1.97 area with $2 acting as a significant support. And so if you guys are looking to get advantage, take advantage of it one last time, we might get it. But on the higher time frames, we are confirming a bullish divergence, aligning to the theory that this could be the final low before reversal. Selling momentum isn't as strong as it was a few weeks ago. And we only went down to 206. What was that, 2 days ago, right? Bitcoin has also confirmed its move, testing its 382 fib support, which aligns with XRP's cycle nearing completion. If Bitcoin can find support and start a relief, XRP should follow along. And here's this piece of art from Cassie Trades, crazy chart right here. But the final wave is almost done. I predicted that the bottom was in for XRP at $1.70. And so it looks like everything's aligning between the planets, between the fibs, between the ABC correction, and we're about to start moving higher. And I never had any doubt about XRP. Our strength is on display for everybody to see. And I just want everybody to be locked in, because if we do go into a little mini alt season, as I'm predicting, as many others are predicting, this could be life-changing gains, not just on your XRP, but on your other digital assets too. So please be ready for that. The correction to the upside is coming. The XRP final wave of correction is almost complete. It's time to lock in if you haven't already. Everything's available at ZachRector.com. I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.